everybody, it's Renee here. I am just bringing you a short video to show you some cool stuff I made a while ago for the Scrapbook Carnival put on by Creative Scrapbook Magazine in Sherwood Park, Alberta. And that was for this weekend, I believe it's September 24th to the 26th. And my projects are on display with the Scrap and Bean booth. So if you did not go to the Scrapbook Carnival, these are the projects I created, and I just wanted to give you a little look. With the theme, we were working with chipboard, and the line we were using was Southern Ridge. So I will give you a close-up of this. This one here, I used just a Dina Wakley tag, and I used a sheet of acetate, and I put a few different shades of Tim Holtz alcohol ink on the acetate. And don't know if I can lift it or not. Probably not. I think I tacked it down. But anyways, there's some orange in there, some red, and some gold. This sheet of paper here, I just cut that out, and that was from Simple Stories, and it's just a barnwood. And I painted, well, I first gessoed, but then I painted it black. This is the weather vane here with the rooster and the directions, and that was my chipboard contribution. So there's that one, and I really like how that one turned out. I wanted something that kind of looked like an autumn sky off in the distance. So that is project number 1. Project number 2, used a little bit of Tim Holtz again. And this one, I got some powder on here. I'll put down here first. This was just a sheet of chipboard itself. And I covered it with some Tim Holtz tissue. And then I put actually glossy accents on the tissue. And once it was a glossy film, I hand painted all of these things with alcohol ink again. So in some of them it ran a little bit, but I kind of wanted that look. And then I went and I grabbed the Southern Ridge butterflies and I gessoed them first. And then once I gessoed them, I stamped them all with some black ink and my stupendous stamp. And once that dried, I used Tim Holtz embossing glaze. So this one was the Salvaged Patina, this was Cracked Pistachio, and this was Kitsch Flamingo. And I put them on after I put my mat. So this was project number 2, and this is an 8x8. So that was the second one. And the third one, I really like how this turned out. Again, I just used, this was a Dina Wakley tag, but I cut off the top. It was one of the large ones. I used Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I used the Southern Ridge chipboard. So as you see, it says besties, and there's 3 different girls on here, 3 different groups of girls. The base, which you probably can't see overly well, is Tim Holtz, and it's the wallpaper paper. I kind of, I guess I sanded around it, and then I kind of inked it up a little bit, and it's kind of covered so you don't see it a whole lot. But then I put, I was going to put these lovely ladies on here. I first covered them with, I used my distress crayons, and I colored all of these ladies in to give them that vintage look and vibe. And then once that dried, I put glossy accents over them to give it a shine effect. The stamp on here was the same stamp I used on the butterflies. It was Stampendous. And then I stamped the image all over this Besties chipboard from Southern Ridge. Then I used in my embossing glaze on that, and I used hickory smoke, I believe it was. And then I used my foam squares and put that over top. So that was project number 3. Project number 4 is this layout, and this was with blue fern paper, and I love how this turned out. With this one, I clear gessoed over it, and then I put my stamp, same stamp again, all along the side and here in the corner. and used archival ink in jet black. Whoops, that should not be there. So anyways, then these were all paper pieced ephemera from Blue Fern as well. And I used the Southern Ridge chipboard, which is like a beehive effect, the honeycomb. With that one, I gessoed it, and then I also covered it with gold alcohol ink. So that is also with alcohol ink. I just kind of fit it in with all these pieces, and I used my foam squares as well. And the last piece, these are index dividers from snap albums that I didn't use in previous snap albums. So that's where you can get these, is from all the snap albums from Simple Stories. And the paper line I used was 49 in Market, and I just love this vintage beach vibe. So I used those as well as the embellishments. You're going to see these dots throughout. Those are with Nuvo drops. And I just used a blue and a white. The chipboard is all Southern Ridge again. And I used on top of that just some stickles. So I used just a clear stickles and it adhered that way. And all of these on the index cards are all part of the 49 in Market pieces as well. This is a 6x8. I colored with snowflake colored fresco finish chalk paint all of the chipboard that is exposed. So I love how this turned out. This is part of the line. Just put that there. It turned out really good, and I really like the look of it. So I might go back and I'll probably add some of this to that side as well. I left it blank on this because I wanted more of a rustic feel. So there's no glitter on this side. But this line is absolutely gorgeous. This one is kind of a neat look too, because you can showcase that sailboat or pirate ship, whatever you want it to be, here. But you can also put pictures underneath if you want to cover it. So these are all open, so you can still put pictures underneath, and then you can close it up after. This, you can put some journaling sentiments or a picture underneath. This one, same thing. You can put whatever you want. This one, these are all pieces that come in the 6x8 paper pack. Not the 6x8 paper pack, come in the ephemera pack. And same thing as previous. You can open this up, put your pictures underneath, and then adhere that again. And then this is the final one, and same thing, you could put a picture here as well. So these are my contributions that I made for the Scrapbook Carnival. So many different ways you can use chipboard. And I have not been a chipboard lover in previous, but you know what? I won't ever rule it out. I like how these all turned out, and I hope you do too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and like my videos if you like them, and check out my other social media linked down below. Thanks for watching, crafters, and have an awesome day.